All right, here's the hunting truck now. Just plain. Let's see. Probably 2 hands of space. That's the 18s. Then we're a little bit lower profile. But I figure out why my camera always looks like it's cloudy or something. But we have for the rear, for the T case, for the front, so we'll see how much it lifts it, how good it looks when it's done. And of course, something in the crossbow, the new one, it finally started hitting on target. And a couple of those are because I shot it from a long ways out. I used to be very good with a crossbow, and I ain't hunted or used one in 15 years. Of course, my winch is mounted and hidden. I wanted to set more back in there on the plate, but the plate I got originally to do that didn't work out. So now I've got a different, just a piece that mounts it on the back side from frame to frame, a piece of steel, and then it's actually the front two are bolted into the bumper, but the rear end of it's bolted into the frame on a chunk of steel. So we'll see how it works out. I don't do nothing too crazy that I'm really going to need any huge amount of force or anything. I just don't want to get back on one of the trails and hunting or something and it be slick and not be able to get out. There's some steep hills. Oh, and yesterday there was some things said a while back that kind of got me where I hadn't been. That's not a crack, that's power lines. But here was yesterday's project. The baby, the sun beats in this thing, and the baby couldn't. It was blaring in her eyes because it only had like 75% tin on it from the factory. So we put some 5 on the back, 25 on the front. Tell the difference on camera or not. A little bit. All the chrome's getting ready to go away now. I'm finally going to do it black or real deep dark red. And my wife ain't looked in here, so all that's for the truck. We got transmission fluid to redo the fluid and filter in it. Oil change. Actually, I got that backwards. Oil change, transmission fluid. And the white one up there is differential fluid for the front end, the rear end. Got some Lucas to put in everything. Power steering fluid to redo the pump on it. I'm redoing all the fluids where it's set all that time. Can't hurt nothing. All fluids and filters are getting changed out. They're all the filters are over here in bags. The transmission filter, and I'm gonna replace the shift solenoids, because 3 to 4 every now and then drags out, and I don't know for sure whether it's the active fuel management or it going out. So, because it only really does it if it's trying to kick into the active fuel management. All right. If you're on the gas a little bit, it don't do it, and if you're off the gas, it pretty much, I mean, I call that off the gas, but if you're just barely giving it anything, it won't do it. It's if you're cruising speed, it drags out. And I think it's the active fuel management doing it. But then my poor old baby over here ain't got no love lately. This poor old truck here, I got a bed hopefully coming for it. If not, I'm just gonna go get a utility bed. But Jocelyn's truck, it ain't got, as you can tell, it's her truck. We gave it to her. She's got to either find a bed or cut it out and do the metal work herself, which originally we was going to do the metal work together so she could learn. SpongeBob stickers on the back, and then she's got a gold deer like my silver one to match me. But it's actually a really solid truck. It ain't all rusted out. It's starting to get some surface rust on it from sitting here. The front end ain't rusted, but that's the worst the frame looks. It ain't actually rusty. It's just corroded and stuff from years of wear and tear. Probably all that grease and mud saved it. But Jocelyn said she wanted it, so we gave it to her instead of selling it. We had a couple of decent offers, but honestly, like I told her, I said, honey, that truck's nothing but a savings bank for you. And this one's my neighbor's. It's been restored. He's done a lot, his dad did a lot of work on it. It's the same year, 84. It's just got the EFI on it. Mine's carbureted. Well, Jocelyn's. Anyway, I'll come back to show you how the lift is when I get done shortly. Ignore my tape on the crack there. That's all fixing to go away very shortly. Alright, it's the finished product. There's where it was before. It's about like that. Now, there's about a hand and a half. Got the spacers up there, spacers down there. Spacers there, spacers everywhere. Lift drop kit. I think it'll be a good woods buggy now. A little more clearance, a little better look. Yeah.